Hello and welcome to Ace Designs 107. Today I have for you a nice tutorial. It's a really simple one, and this is the effect that we'll be making today. It's basically where you get your piece of text or any type of shape and you kind of go around it with lines and make this really cool 2D effect. You usually see this a lot in 2D banners. A lot of people end up doing this on their text, and yeah, I just thought I might as well teach you about some pointers I can give. As you can see, it's not going to be a complicated tutorial. It's actually a really easy effect to do. It's just I am here to give you some pointers on how I like to do this effect. So yeah, it's going to be in Photoshop, and I'm going to just teach you from the ground up. So first of all, what you want is Planet Cosmos font. This is the font that you want. I'm going to use this font for the tutorial. I'll leave a download link in the description below for this font. Alright, so now we are just going to, straight away into the tutorial. So we're going to go to File, New. I'm going to make the document whatever size you want, but I'm just going to name it Tutorial. And I'm going to make the width at 1920 by 1080p, resolution 72, and press OK. Alright, so we have something like this going on. Now I just want to make it black because I find it's easier to work with black in this circumstance. So I'm just going to press Ctrl I, making sure that my background of foreground color is white and black. And we are just going to grab our text tool by pressing T on the keyboard or just pressing down there. And grab our Planet Cosmos font and change the color of it to white. And then type in our text. Now, it's going to work better with like a word or a text that has ups and downs with it. So I found that the word Atlantic, it works out really well, so I'm just going to use this word. So yeah, I'm just going to type in Atlantic. Perfect. But as you can see, the T is like intercepting with the L, and I don't like that. So to fix that, I'm going to just change the size of the T to everything else. But first, I'm just going to resize this a bit. Alright, so to change the size of an individual letter, all you have to do is just hit on the word and just select that letter. Once you've selected a letter, go to here, up on your toolbar, and just drag this up to like there till you have a size that you like. Alright, perfect. Hit the check mark, and then we are done with the words. So the next thing that we want to do is start with the lines. So it's going to be actually really simple. All I'm going to show you is how to do the first line, and then I'm going to literally just speed through all of the others while giving some pointers. So I'm going to go through the first line with you. So first of all, create a new layer by pressing this button down here. Grab our pen tool. Right, sweet. Now all you have to do is just click on a point, but make sure like you want to have everything perpendicular. You'll turn out much more nicer. So here is where the letter starts, you know what I mean. So I'm just going to click here. And if there's a gap between it, I like to go in between that gap actually. I don't like to finish at the line. And also if you want to have a straight line just with your pen tool, before you hit a new point, just hold shift and then bam, you have that straight line. I'm going to go up to here. You can hold shift to make 45-degree angles also. Bam, and as you can see, I want it to finish off like on a degree, not straight. So I have the point further than the anchor point in the middle. And then I click to finish up that point, right click, fill path. And before you fill it, just make sure that your foreground color is a color that you want. So I'm going to have a green, right click and do fill path. And then go to foreground color, make sure it's on foreground color, and press OK. And you filled it with that green. Now you press delete on your keyboard and it will delete that path. And there you have made this. And then the next thing that you want to do is just go over it with a white. So I'm going to redo that shape. Doesn't have to be exactly to it, so you don't have to be too particular with it. Right click, fill path, and then just change it from foreground to background. Press OK, and you filled it with white. And then you've got a line like that. So I'm actually going to speed through the rest of this quickly. So I'll be back with yous in a sec.
Got on my leather jacket Thriller. The show ain't nothing Miller. Man, I'm a lady killer. If I want her, I'm a stealer. I promise I can.
We are back, and we have finished the first half of this word. And as you can see, what I've done with this effect before is that I made one half one color and the other half the other color. This kind of differentiates other things between them. You know, I don't want to have them all one color. You know, it'll make it a bit boring. You can, but I really find it that when it's two different colors split up, it's a bit more nice. So what you're going to do now is just go to make a new layer, and this layer is going to be for the other half of the lines. So I'm just going to go ahead and make all those quickly.
Fly away like caterpillars. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar.
Just give her, you got no hold, not no sliver. All day I keep drinking whiskey straight until I got no liver. Cold like bruh, make you shiver, snatching.
Okay. So I am back, and I've finished going over these, and I hope that the speeding up didn't make the tutorial all like mixed up and everything. I just thought that if I actually went through minute by minute and second by second, it would just take too long and it would not be really interesting for you guys to watch. So I have some few tips and pointers before I end this tutorial. So make sure that all of your lines are, you know, straight. So whenever you're doing a straight line, hold shift, because that really helps. Another thing is that you want to make sure that you do end off the lines as like a graduation, not as like a steeple or a box, because then the effect won't look so nice. Another thing is your word will look always better with letters that go up and down, so it will always make the effect to look much more better. And another thing that you can do is put your one half on one layer and the other half on the second layer. So once you've done all your lines, get your second layer that you've done, and then press Ctrl U. So what we're going to do is we're going to mess with the hues of the colors, and when we move this slider, we can change the colors of this side. So I'm going to change the colors to like a bluish or a pinkish. How about a pink? I'm thinking blue again. Yeah, light blue. So there, and then we have that color. Another thing that you can do is you can add little ticks like this on the edge. Just make sure that you have the longer tick on one side and the longer tick on the other side. So there we go. I'm just going to show you how you can put this quickly into banner form. So I'm going to make the tutorial a little bit with a bit more depth in it. Right. So to do that, you're going to go and open up the template that I have provided in the description below. Make sure you go download that so you can do this part of the tutorial. I'm just going to try and open it up. YouTube layout, YouTube template. This template will be in the description below to download. And just make the background contents black by pressing Ctrl I on the bottom layer. And then go to your tutorial, you know, this area or whatever, and then shift click all of the layers, press V on your keyboard, and drag these layers onto this. Alright, and then press Ctrl T and resize all these at the same time. Alright, bam. And then that's really your background. What you can do also is add like the official channel of. So I'm going to grab my America Captain font. This will be in the description below. And America, shit. Wait. just do... Can't see what I'm fucking typing. Just give me a sec, guys. Official channel. And I'm just gonna change this to white and just make sure it's on America Captain. Make sure you do go download the file below. That file will have all the fonts that I used and everything what I have used in this tutorial for you to use for free. And I'm just gonna put it onto the side to here. And I'm also gonna make a couple of dots. So to do this, just click there and just add some full stops. Bam. Bam. And what we have here is we have a simple banner which you can really add unlimited stuff to it and make it really cool. But you know, there's your YouTube banner. So thank you for watching the tutorial. I do hope you've learned something at the end of the day. Even though I haven't uploaded anything in the past week, I do really appreciate it for you guys checking back in. Sorry I've been really busy with school. I just got my Maths C results and I was actually really happy with them. So the study has paid off. I regret not doing a video last weekend, but you know, I did 12 hours of study for the test and you know, I got really good results back. So thank you for watching the tutorial. I'll be back next week with another tutorial for sure. Holidays are gonna begin in Australia. Fuck yeah. And I'll see you later. Peace, guys. Also, don't forget to send me what you have made in the tutorial via Twitter or make a video response to this. Just send it to me at my Twitter. You can find my Twitter link at the description below. It is at acedesigns107 on Twitter. And yeah, just send me your pictures. I'll be sure to retweet them and also favorite your tweet. So thank you for watching the tutorial. Yeah, let's see if we can get to 10 likes. Bye, guys. 2D banner tutorial in Photoshop. So I'm going to show you how to make this banner style. So yeah, it's a really easy banner style to do, especially if you have some stocks at the ready. But what I am going to do is I'm going to supply all the images that I used in this tutorial